like this, it is one of the best things. I mean, and that's why I'm trying to get up to South Carolina. But when I talk to Gullah Geechee people or people that I know that have, it's amazing. They do have a Gullah festival, I think, in March, April in South Carolina, I think around Charleston. Mm-hmm. But I think it's the fellow islands around Georgia. I think you can find it on St. Simon's, a lot of the, because I think it's, if you're Georgia islands, they call you Geechee sometimes, I think it is, and if you're there, Gullah. But this book, God, Dr. Buzzard, and the Bolito Man by Cornelia Walker Bailey, I've always loved Gullah things because of my great-grandmother, and I actually found this book. I just was, up and visiting family, mother's side in New York, New Jersey, and happened to find this book, and it is probably the best book on this woman's biography about just life growing up and how they are so connected to the ancestral spirits, the story of the importance of their lineage and the generations they have and what they passed on, and they're one of the few things that keep a little bit of that West Africa, some of the same words and stuff of West Africa mixed in with English.
Yes. Did somebody say hello? Yeah. Did you want to say something? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes. But they keep the...
Last Saturday.
Oh, sorry. They keep the, with the language and everything, and you have stuff where you learn. I mean, that people don't look for that. You remember that show, Nickelodeon, Gullah Gullah Island?
You want to see it?
I didn't see it.
It was a kids show, but it was based on a lot of it was based on it was a children's show, but it was Rod and Natalie days, and they were based on teaching them. It was hand games and this, but they really have a little words they'll throw in there that's part of the Gullah life and the Sea Island life and the Sea Island people and the famous.
Last Saturday.
Famous, what is it? Seagrass baskets. You've seen those seagrass baskets around markets and stuff where they weave so intricately, and there you see how artistic these people are, and you go, oh my God, and these people are just like craftsmen. The way they weave, they weave it in a certain pattern, which comes from West Africa. They don't weave just in and out, in and out. It's almost like a circular design, placemat, braided pattern. And I mean, it's just amazing when you see how cultured these people are, from being these raconteurs, these great storytellers and keepers of folklore and history, and how you get these old people that are, their mind can tell you stuff about history, like the griots of West Africa. They can tell you stories that, and a lot of people like that. It's such an excellent art form. And the sad thing about it is, it's kind of dying because a lot of people are taking their land from them. And these people have owned it for, hundreds of years. But what happens is you get them in, and it's so important. I wish that anybody gets a chance to. That's why I want to really get up there soon to South Carolina, just to sit and talk with people and learn and hear this, because what they're doing, these people like around Myrtle Beach and all this, there used to be grasslands, and they used to own this. Well, because of these people moving in, these big hotels, the taxes on the land go up, skyrocket. So these people who own acres and acres of land, these black people, these Africans from, the coast of West Africa, coming over here that live there or grew up with the Gullah life and the Geechee life, they're getting their houses and stuff taken, or they can't pay for them, so they have to move out, and they might give them a small amount of money to move away to build hotels on this land, and they can't even get into their sacred cemeteries, because these cemeteries go back to 1700s and before, because what used to be all this land, these many fields, they block it over and put a road there, and they can't even cross certain things because it's now under, even though their family has been there years and years and years and buried there, it is now under the ownership of some of these big hotels, the big businesses that just take it and can care less.
What else is new? That's what they always do.
Yeah, and it just, but the thing about ancestor connection, like a lot of people are a little reluctant, I don't get in voodoo, I don't want to get in this, but with that, because of the fact, some people I know are learning and coming out of Christianity are learning, but they do that, but they're very connected with, certain elements and stuff, water, the spirits and everything, spirits and ghosts, really listening to this and very much in tune with hearing these ancestors talk to them and coming to them and giving them, energy, sacred knowledge. I mean, and evidently it's worked, because these people seem to do well. But it is an art form, it's a life form that, you know, is far and few because of so much of this happening. But you still have a lot of these families of these basket weavers, these craftsmen, these storytellers, these people that teach history of the land. These are the people that, and this is what's crazy because you talked about this before, but midwives, these are women that would bring these children into this world by themselves. They would have a town midwife that would deliver every baby. And this one woman, I delivered every child. She would know the birth date, you know, here's a town of 300 or 400 people, and, you know, this is a town midwife who did this because of her ancient knowledge and knowing about everything from the menstrual cycle, and just they were very much in tune with the earth, growing their own crops.
Well, they're literally throwing it out of balance. They're literally killing people, taking their land, displacing them, enslaving them. I just got an email here on YouTube. Child, they done told me that some people, I guess they in British they over there in England, they said that, Alexyss, I just watched you on British TV on a show called Rude Tube. Wow, this is so exciting. And then this is somebody put a comment on the video, Handicapped Sex, and then I just got it in my inbox. But my fan show, they know my business better than I damn do.
Yeah.
Then somebody else just left me an inbox saying, just seen a clip of you played on mainstream British TV.
Right now. You are eating
they
up
said,
you're going to make me take you to the doctor.
Which one was it? They know.
They saying programs called Rude Tube, so it must have been because two different people are saying the same thing.
Wow. Look
Program. They said program. Well, somebody keeps talking, so I guess if they're not listening, I want to sure they just hang up. They're not listening to us because they're talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Hello? I wonder, can the lady hear us? Whoever we hear talking in the background, getting on somebody, they're going to whoop them or something.
That would be me.
Now, who you finna? You better not let us hear you whipping that baby.
Ain't nobody going to whoop her, Alexyss. She better stop. This more blue.
Yeah, more blue.
Better stop. I done told her. She's tripping.
This is saying, Red King, it says a program called Rude Tube on Channel 4 has just done a countdown of the 50 most interesting clips on YouTube for the last year. They showed a montage of you talking about penis power. So now they got me over there in Britain.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like a lot of people, and people in the UK and stuff, they get stuff over here that you'd be surprised is probably even bigger than some things over. I think I found it. Okay, Root 2 videos on Channel 4.
Oh, you found it?
I found a little link. I just typed in YouTube, the channel. Let me see. It's loading up now. And let's see if they have anything. This is February 2008, but I guess they have the latest.
They said they saw this today.
Yeah. Do you want me to send you the link in an email or?
Well, I'm saying, does it show my show?
I'm trying to find.
So they said they
I have
just
to look for it because they got so much stuff on here. Let me see.
Okay. Well, if you see it, please let me know because I'm trying to figure out how to keep up with this stuff.
Yeah, because it's cool when you know people over there because, you know, they sit up here and...
Oh, you know people over there?
Well, I just know a few that have been back and forth, but like the stuff that, like American shows that you think that may not necessarily be in some of these foreign countries, you'd be surprised how some of these things take off there, and some of the things that might be not as popular over what is it here or pop there. Well, I knew you were a cult thing once you got on Talk Soup.
Yeah.
That was over here.
I don't like the way they did me though. It's like they weren't interested in me or what I had to say. Did you notice that they have?
Yeah, I know, but at least it's a lot of people that got there. I know a lot of people called me saying, "No, you got to really watch it." And after seeing it, you go, "Oh my God, this is really good." So, I mean, I know it was part negative the way they did, and it's sad because it really you have a lot to say, but it got a lot of people really on to you and listening to your show.
Really? Because I didn't think they listened after they just saw that little speech.
Oh, yeah, I had a few people call and say, "You got to see this. You got to see. Did you watch Talk Soup?"
People were calling me, too. They were like, "Girl, you made the soup. Just want to let you know." Oh, and I'm like, what?
And that's a good thing. You got to take it because you know what? There are a lot of people that, I mean, in a way, it gets you a lot of people that would probably never, you know, and it's like, wow, you know you did that, and you know, they took that Whitney Kiss My Ass clip and played it forever, but, you know, it became doing that. I mean, I know it exposed a lot of people to you, and, you know, so if they're talking about you, at least there's some kind of news out there that got you out there. But this is amazing to me. This is like in